Hi everyone, in today's video we are taking a look into everything new coming to World of Warcraft in patch 10.2, Guardians of the Dream. As of the time of this video, we don't yet have a confirmed release date for the new patch, but it is speculated to be around November time, possibly after BlizzCon 2023, which is Friday the 3rd to Saturday the 4th of November. One of the first major changes that tends to come with any new patch are reworks and revamps to classes and specs. We won't dive into all of the changes in this video, but I will highlight one of the most important changes that will affect more than just the classes being tuned, and that is changes to all healing specs. The main changes healers will see revolve around mana management, improvements to single target healing or spot healing, nerfs to AoE healing, and additional nerfs to raid-wide survivability cooldowns, which refers to all of the big healing cooldowns like Holy Word Salvation that you'd use during a boss fight, as well as resource regeneration and cooldown reduction abilities like Symbol of Hope. If you'd like to see all of the class changes and tuning coming with the launch of patch 10.2, be sure to check out the Wowhead articles listed below. With patch 10.2, we are being introduced to a new endgame zone, the Emerald Dream. You can access the Emerald Dream through the portal found on the small island on the west coast of the Onaran Plains, and you'll be sent there immediately once you make a start on the new 10.2 campaign. And these quests drop item level 415 Explorer gear pieces, which could be useful for getting some quick upgrades on a fresh level 70. You will also find a new wild boss called Oristor the Hibernating, who drops item level 454 to 460 loot, both of which can be upgraded through the champion upgrade track. While questing in the Emerald Dream, you'll also pick up Slumbering Dream fragments, which can be combined once you've found 5 to create a renewed dream chest. This will mostly contain vendor trash, but you will also have a chance to find Drake customization manuscripts for the Grotto Netherwing Drake, which previously could not be customized. Another new addition to patch 10.2 is the new trio of world events that spawn in the Emerald Dream: the Superbloom, the Emerald Frenzy, and the Emerald Bounty. Each world event is its own standalone feature with its own phases, progress bar, and subsequent rewards based on the amount of progress made during the event, but there is still some overlap between the three separate events. For example, you will loot a Dream Seed for completing a Superbloom, which can then be used later during the Emerald Bounty for even more rewards. The end of one event should also have a knock-on effect triggering the start of the next, and they will always cycle from Superbloom to Emerald Frenzy to Emerald Bounty. The new patch also introduces us to a new season, including a brand new raid, Amirdrassil the Dream's Hope, which will contain 9 separate boss encounters culminating in a fight against Farak. The raid will be available on all difficulties and will drop gear pieces ranging from item level 441 in LFR all the way up to 489 on Mythic. Warriors, Paladins, and Death Knights will also have a chance of looting the new legendary two-handed axe called Firalath the Dream Render from Farak. There is also a new dragon riding manuscript available from Farak to transform your Proto-Drake into the embodiment of Shadow Flame. The new season also brings with it a new set of 8 dungeons rotating into the Mythic Plus pool. Players will be able to run both wings of the Dawn of the Infinites dungeon from Dragonflight, as well as Waycrest Manor and Atal Dazar from BFA, Blackrook Hold and Darkheart Thicket from Legion, the Everbloom from Warlords of Draenor, and the Throne of the Tides from Cataclysm. Season 3 is also going to change the thresholds that players need to meet to be able to unlock vault rewards for the raiding category. Raid vault slots will now be unlocked after defeating 2, 4, and 7 bosses, as opposed to 3, 5, and 7 that we've seen in Aberrus in Season 2. This should help players get gear upgrades more accessibly and help groups progress through the raid more consistently. As for Mythic Plus, players will now need to complete plus 18s or higher to get Myth Track gear pieces in their vault, which has been increased from the plus 16 threshold we've had in Season 2. Note that the end of dungeon rewards remain unchanged. Part of the reason for these threshold changes is due to the fact that 10.2 is adding a few changes to the Shadowflame crest upgrade system, which we're going to take a look at now. Firstly, crest fragments have been removed from the game entirely, meaning you won't be looting fragments from eligible content and having to convert them into crests. you will automatically earn the crests themselves from the content you complete. Speaking of which, crests will now count as currency rather than items, meaning they will no longer be clogging up your inventory and can instead be accessed through your currency tab. Crests will also be able to be traded up to higher level crests once the player has reached the same item level as the crest they are currently using. For example, Whelpling crests are item level 411, so if a player wanted to trade a Whelpling crest for the next highest crest, which is a Drake crest, they would first need to make sure their character's item level is at least 411, corresponding to the Whelpling crest. Then, trading up to Worm crests would become available at item level 424, and trading up to Aspect crests would be possible at item level 437. The reason for the Mythic Plus key level loot changes is because patch 10.2 is adding an additional level to the hero upgrade track, increasing to 6 up from 5, and there will also be a 4th level to the Myth upgrade track, up from 3. There will also be a new Renown faction added to the game in patch 10.2, where players can increase their reputation with the Dream Wardens in the Emerald Dream. The Dream Wardens have 20 Renown levels and offer various rewards, including the standard Flightstones and crests, bonuses to help players during the new Emerald Dream World events, Drake customization manuscripts, transmog, pets, and mounts. Similarly to the Niffen Renown from patch 10.1, players can earn the majority of their reputation with the Dream Wardens through the weekly quest in the Emerald Dream, which you can pick up from Keeper Amrin, through the 3 new world events, as well as through rare elites and world quests in the Emerald Dream. When patch 10.2 launches, players will be able to unlock regular flying in Dragon Isles zones after completing the new Dragon Isles Pathfinder achievement. The achievement mostly involves completing the main campaign quests for each zone of the Dragon Isles and fully exploring them all, as well as reaching at least Renown level 15 with all of the major factions in Dragonflight. The addition of regular flying in Dragon Isle zones feels a little odd to some players, as dragon riding has been so well received and is a very efficient way of getting around, but perhaps regular flying will be useful in niche situations such as when you run out of vigour on a dragon riding mount and you don't want to wait to recharge. Let me know what your thoughts are on this in the comments below. The final big addition to patch 10.2 are all the new Druid form customization options. Druids will have new customization options for every form, including Umbraclaw, Runebear, and Bristlebrune bear forms, a new Dreamsaber cat form, as well as an updated Fire cat form model which has been available since Cataclysm, Stonecairn Moonkin forms, Dreamtalon and Dreamstag ground travel forms, the Whiskerfish aquatic form, and Somnal flying forms. Druids can find these new customization options from various sources around the Emerald Dream, and they each appear to be bind on pickup, meaning players will have to find them for themselves rather than buying them on the auction house like a regular glyph. So there we have it. That is everything we know about patch 10.2 so far, and what new content we can expect to see. Thank you so much for watching, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!